And we are back. Half Hour Henshin, episode 81. As always, I am one of your hosts, Sleepy Witch, joined by...
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talk Tuber.
We had some really cute episodes this week.
We did, and actually, it's really funny because this week's Boonboonger actually answered a couple questions about I guess some of the complacency that we had with the first three episodes, but it answered the thing, but it gave me what I wanted, and I'll get to that later.
Yeah, so the Geats episode starting with the
Geats?
shrine. Fuck! Fuck!
Immediately.
I want you to know that the joke I was about to make was opening with the fox shrine being like, Ace, is that you? And it just what's it called, Freudian slipped into being this week's Geats episode. I was about to just be like, it starts with the fox shrine and it's like, Ace, is that you? No, this week's Kamen Rider Gotcha episode. Starting with the shrine is really cute. I love seeing Renge's grandma.
It's so cute because we actually really do get to see since we get to see her village, we do get to see where she gets how she is from. And
yeah, especially her grandma, bro.
Yeah, and she's not even like and it's like, what is it like? It's like, what is it? I don't know exactly where this I don't know where this village is supposed to be, but apparently it's supposed to be near Osaka.
Yeah, because I think she's supposed to be because she speaks with, what is it, the Osaka dialect, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of been her thing. It is really funny watching her grandma carry her in. I do love one of those things where it's like sometimes your grandparents are just like that, dude.
Yeah, it's like well, you haven't grown up at all. It's just like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cute, and it's like, yeah, you really get to see why she is the way she is, how forceful she is, how stubborn she is, and this is in the best way possible, and she's always happy, but it's like you basically see the rest of the village, and it's everyone's just happy to see her too. It's great.
Yep, very cute. Going ahead because we'll see it more later. I really like the prop they're using for whatchamacallit, Barasol.
Yeah.
Dude, it is such a nice physical object. I'm happy we didn't get a PNG. I think it's a little bit of a cop-out to do the it's just the Hitodama, the light for Charmy, because he has a cute little design as well. But I think it looks good. But the Barasol prop, oof, that thing looks awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It's a good thing to point out that they did do this, that they did do a physical they did do a physical one for that. But it's really funny too because I know they showed at the end of the opening the relevant cards of the episode, kind of how we got to see Crosshopper and Tenliner together last week, so this time we actually get to see Barasol and Carrie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute, and I'm like, and it's I completely forgot they were yokai because sometimes whenever the openings going on, I don't look at the
oh yeah
when they list the sponsors, and it's I forget that they do show those cards, and I completely forgot. Oh right, this is a yokai episode. The yokai are probably gonna be Kemi, but I don't remember which Kemi they were supposed to be.
No, I remember because the Barasol yokai, the thing it's based on, is super common and popular.
What is it? Kamakasa, I think it is.
Something like that. I don't know the actual name, but
yeah, I love yokai. I mean, it's I love I love hearing about yokai sometimes.
Yeah, I love that it looks like they've gotten back to the Alchemy Academy, and we just get to see I'm putting the Alchemist Charger right here. Remember, buy the Alchemist Charger.
Yep, P Bandai exclusive.
Buy my extra toy, please. I am glad. I will say I'm glad that just because he's evolved into Crosshopper, we still see the original Hopper 1 toy. I do think it's very cute. Mm-hmm. And I love the Crosshopper toy, but it's also, a lot smaller, so I feel like it just doesn't work as well as a prop.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's not like and they're just evolved versions, obviously. So it's so
right.
kind of like kind of like Digimon, it's like they don't always have to be cross Hopper and 10 liner. It's still 10
Yeah,
liner
yeah.
and Hopper 1.
Yep. I do love how very like corporate the Academy thing felt. Like it's just like, well, we didn't expect that guy to be evil, and you guys are doing better work than we thought. Keep doing that. Bye.
Yeah. It was it's like everyone's like saying, oh, they're gonna get rid of us, aren't they? Like it's like they're just expecting the worst immediately, and I'm like, it's like, yeah, you know what, I'd expect the worst too.
Yep, yep. But Minato talking about there being a big change at the executive level, and he just looks at Spanner, and it's like, are we gonna get a Spanner running for president?
Uh it's either that or like, his mentor, and he's like, oh, don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Which would be really interesting
I
because
feel like
of
she wouldn't be
Lachesis.
into it.
Yeah. But it would be really interesting though if Lachesis essentially becomes like a shadow president because of it.
That is true. I am wondering what is up with Lachesis after everything. We kind of don't have any of that stuff settled.
I think this episode had none of the Dark Sisters.
No, I had the little baby one for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
because she makes the amalgam. But like that's all we see. If we see her for like a grand total of like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I do like how they played with the trope, like the horror trope of like, hey, we went into a building, we can't find anything, and it's like something drips from above.
Yep.
I will continue to love how much Renee loves like scary stuff, and the fact that everyone's screaming, she's just like losing her mind.
Yeah, they gave her such a good trait for that. Like, it's like every single time, like everyone's like saying, "Oh man, it's like I feel bad for Renee. She doesn't get to have a lot of fun, with the role." And then Yokai happens. Oh, she's having all the fun now.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. Also, incredibly funny scene of him being fucking forced to transform.
Yeah.
I just love the like whole puts belt on him. Wait, what are you doing? Rene just pulls the cards out of his pocket and puts them in, and then like pulls the little tabs. Like,
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, the forced transformation. It's
Which
so
here's the thing: for Rene, it's really funny, but like, or not for Rene, for Renge, it's funny to do it, but like, Rene could have just transformed herself. She's like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I really wonder what that actually means for Renee. It's like, oh, Renee doesn't actually want to hurt the yokai, maybe, but I think
she was just having fun.
Yeah, it's like
I think she just got swept in the moment of like Renge is forcing this, and then he kind of gets tripped up. Renee's still laughing, but it's like it's a ghost. Isn't that so funny? And he gets fucking deflected, and then they get fucking saved.
Yeah.
This guy. Now this.
Okay. Oh, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we basically were just talking about all of this stuff, focusing on the main duo. We completely forgot to talk about the introduction of Julius Juggler. I mean, Starshine Hoshino and his assistant. Your favorite.
Oh, dude, Kaijiki's back, baby. I'm glad Kaijiki's just always out here getting involved in some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look, it's great, and especially for like a side character, because like I don't always think it's good that like, oh, all the side characters, become writers or like involved in stuff. And so if Kaijiki just ends up being someone who is his best friend and is, there to support him emotionally later, but like is never actually involved with the writer or alchemy stuff, that's fine. But also give him something to do. And I think the fact that like, why is Kaijiki busy this time? It's because he went on a spiritual journey with a guy who is calling his master. And they're off to exercise spirits across Japan. Like, fantastic. What was he doing last time? He was in this pseudo cult for this guy that he was in love with? Question mark?
Yeah, it's so good. Like, yeah, Kajiki just like goes on the wildest adventures, and we don't. It's like on one hand, it's almost like he doesn't have a character because he's just wandering from job to job. But at the same time, that's really funny because whenever he shows up, you do like the Leonardo DiCaprio point. It's him, and he's always doing something freaking ridiculous.
Also, to be fair, you can't even say that because he has a pretty well-defined personality. He loves obscure stuff, and all of his jobs and all of his things have been cutting into that, and he like puts like his all into everything he does, and honestly, fantastic. I love you, Kaijiki. And again, I don't even want context for Kaijiki's adventures. I just wanted to keep popping up every once in a while, like whenever we don't expect them to.
Yeah, it's like we see him in the preview and we're like, oh, he's gonna be the next episode, but we don't expect how.
Yep.
It's like yeah, when we saw with. Yeah, when we saw the Zakun Fire episode, it's like the preview was like, oh look, Kajiki's back. We see we see it, Zakun, and it's like he's falling in love with an entire crowd, and I'm like, oh my god,
incredible. Also, the thing that I do think is incredibly funny is the fact that like, oh, you know, they're setting this up. He's a charlatan. He can't actually, you know, do anything. He's maybe here to take advantage of like the old people, and then he saves them.
Yeah,
then he comes out and he's like, water, earth, metal, fire, go.
Yeah, like what's also really funny about it is that someone pointed out, like, oh wow, he's a civilian that actually got VFX. Damn, he's powerful.
That is incredibly funny. But yeah, I love how obviously like this guy doesn't have any idea what he's doing. And then the Fire Mars goes to join in the beads because he's got like the elemental planet series or whatever, the cosmic series.
I was gonna say, wait, does he have all of the? Oh no, I was gonna say, does he have all of the inner senshi? I had to like double check. Does he have Jupiter, Venus?
I think so. I know he's got yeah. I think he's got Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and then he's got one for metal.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know which planet that would be. But yeah, basically, he's really funny. Just because I feel like I just need to get talking about him out of the way. The fact that like later we're getting his backstory and he's talking about which again, I love that Kaijiki's like, oh, you guys have to hear my guy's backstory.
Yeah, it's like he just jumps in. Yeah, but of course, you know, we have to see. But before that, like, you know, after the saving happens, and you know, we see the. We see how the Mogmar form, and yes, I keep forgetting Clotho, Lachesis, and
I keep forgetting the little one's name.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting.
Oh, it's like no.
Atropos.
Okay, yeah.
Atropos is now using Garion's cube, and it's like, oh, what is going on here?
Yep. But which also, means we're still getting the stronger amalgams.
Yeah. But it's also because like, you know, they're like, you know, disrespecting like, you know things, and it's like kind of messed up.
They're disrespecting Geets. He was here.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, the Kaijiki setting up this guy's backstory, and I love that this guy's telling us this like grand tale of like spiritual discovery, but we get to see the truth, which is he was just being like a lazy fucking shitty like, and I mean, part of it you should have been able to tell by the fact that he didn't actually shave his head, you know.
Yeah, and also I think, and of course the best part of this entire thing was that when he falls off a cliff, they cut to a dummy.
Yeah, they cut to the dummy, and the dummy gets like destroyed too. The dummy hits like a tree and like breaks in half.
Yeah, it like breaks his arm and everything. And the funniest thing about it is that it goes on for a long. It lingers on it enough to like really like play it up, and it is.
It's very hammy, and I fucking love.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They linger on that a lot, and then they do a like almost perfect cut to him being in the water.
Yeah,
like fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently somehow he didn't turn into amalgam, or yeah, he wasn't possessed by these chemis. So he in some way has to be a good guy, which is
here's the thing. He doesn't have to be a good. He doesn't have any malice in his heart.
That's what I meant to say.
So. Maybe he's not a good guy, but he's not like a bad guy. Here's the thing. I don't think he's a bad guy. from what we've seen, he's definitely just kind of, high on his own farts. He thinks he's supposed to be special, blah, blah, blah. And he's really not. He's kind of lazy, whatever. But he's not, like, malicious. And he tries to save people. He still got VFX. It doesn't work. I really like the big amalgam suit for Mr. Umbrella Guy. I love that the leg sticks out of the front. Incredibly funny. While still continuing to be menacing. Also, I need to I don't know if I can find a good frame of it. Is the leg a joke to that fucking? It isn't, but for a bit when I first saw it, because the leg is actually like tan, almost like a human leg, and the amalgam is like gold. For a second, I'm like, is the leg wearing stockings? I was like, they dress up the leg. That would have been incredibly funny too. But, yeah, we get Platinum Gotchard. The fact that, I've talked about the fact that I love that Crosshopper rides the train, but the fact that you gotta put the little visor on him too, honestly, perfection. Best driver upgrade.
Yeah. And because this is the second time we do it, we don't see, we don't, it's not like, we see like a slightly shorter version, where he catches it, then puts the visor on, then opens it up, and then puts it on. It's like I like that order a lot. Instead of open up, on, hopper in, visor.
yeah. I really do like the order for that. And we get like the full like animation for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing like the animation with the cool little back. I love that we get like, we got some more combo kicks. Very cool for the fight. I feel like the fight in this was honestly predetermined. Like, he's Platinum Gotchard. These are just regular golden amalgams. But things aren't over, because this was basically just a setup while everyone is waiting. First of all, before anything happens, Lord Hoshino maybe has a real premonition.
Yeah, I know, right? It's...
The door to hell has opened. A scorching breath will blow onto this world. And I love, like, they use this, like, really intense zoom-in shot of him, and, like, they're having, like, the chromatic aberration kind of go wild, and, like, was that a premonition? And then he's like, huh? Did I do something? Was I blessed by the gods? Yo, and then they have this, like, look at it to the cameras, like, dude, I'm so cool! Yeah. Him and Kaijiki are going insane.
Yeah, like they're really, like, it's like they really wanted to show off that, like, the actor from Ultraman is here, but it's like, it's like they're having fun with it,
and he's hamming it up. But yeah, we see one of the old people get attacked. It's not over yet, and we get the preview for the next episode. The culprit is among us. The amalgam seems strange. Renge's absolute determination, which hopefully that means Renge gets to do something cool. We're gonna see some kind of weird amalgam.
Yeah, I actually can't tell what it's supposed to be.
It's some sort of bird. The one thing I was looking at, I can't tell, like, from just like this really fast shot that they show of it when they're like, the amalgam is strange. But to me,
Oh no, it's a kitsune.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at the shot where Platinum Gotchard is kicking, you could easily just completely see that it's not really a bird. It's actually a kitsune sitting on top of.
Okay, so it's like that's interesting. So I wonder if there was a Kemi in the shrine.
Yeah,
or if this really is just a Geats reference. Also, he looks like he's gonna get all the 5 planets because he's got the powered up 5 card combo.
Yeah,
I love that.
I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like. It's gotta be so.
It's gotta be a cool kick. Yeah, it's gotta be some kind of cool thing. I'm still obsessed with the fact that the Platinum Gotchard finisher is Crosshopper doing the kick himself. Fucking fantastic. The fact that he's in the chest of the suit, plus that he comes out to do the kick, fucking amazing, fantastic. 0 notes. Man, just honestly awesome. Which honestly leads into the other episode, Boonboomgers. Who are they? The mysterious tire people.
Yes. Okay. So remember the one thing I said I was hoping for. Remember, like, what I was really hoping for Boonboomgers, so that it doesn't get too stale.
We talked about it. I don't remember exactly what you said.
Just add more people to talk. Just add more people to interact with.
Oh, that is true.
That is all they need, and we got some pretty funny interactions with these two new characters. Well,
Yeah.
I won't say two new characters because one of them we've seen multiple times, and we already know what he's gonna be.
Yeah,
But
we know he's gonna be Boon Black. I love the little like scene at the beginning. I love that, you know, Mira saves a kid. I love that we're like, actually, we're not tired people with the Boonboomgers. And then they have like a, you know, a little safety, a little, remember, don't run into the streets, a little car safety thing. And then she does the pose into immediately getting arrested.
yeah,
like the pose arm into the like, all right, handcuffed.
yeah, it's so good.
Especially because like, if you just look at the scene and you just stop there and you just look at Boon Black, like he looked so pissed when he's saying that.
Yeah,
like it's such a serious scene.
Oh, Axel. Oh, Joe.
My only complaint is that because because they showed up a little bit more, the bad guys got edited out of the theme song from the Doki 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 part, and I loved them doing their little heart thing. So I will say that was minus points for me. I loved seeing their little they're dummies. Okay, actually I really like them.
And this episode is even funnier with it. I love them. I love Team Rocket. And we even get to see more of them too. I mean, we'll get to that in a bit. But
yeah.
But the big conceit of this episode is the fact that what's the ISA. I was gonna say
International Space Agency. Yep.
Yeah. Which 3-letter organization is this? Yeah. Right. ISA. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh, which 3-letter organization? And it's like, oh, technically it's NASA.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that like you're like, oh, she's gonna be like some police commissioner, and it's like, no, technically not. I love the bit about like, you know, Mira's arrested. They're just gonna be like talking to Boon Black, like, you were there, dude, but she says you're dangerous. Also, I love that Tyre just handles this immediately through the communicator.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Also, the incredible bit that what I didn't expect was the fact that they basically just come over to my house. I'll show you the base.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought this is from the previews. I 100% thought this was going to be an episode where it's like Pink's in jail the whole time and they're trying to deal with the guy with only 2 people and like, oh, we're going to have to convince the police lady to let her go so that they can save it because they need all 3 people to beat them. And it's like, no. We're not going to. That one is cliche. We've done that. We're going to do something else.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, like I think that's one of the reasons why some people might be finding this series a little bit I want to say boring, but it's because things are like resolved really quickly. But I mean, it's a kid show, like, you know.
But first of all, yeah, it's always a kid show. But like, we're also just setting stuff up again.
Yeah, we
don't even know what Taya's like real dream is, what like the real motivation and like for formation of the Boonboomgers is. But yeah, then we get the sauna scene, which is incredible. Just the vibe of all of them wearing the towels on top of the fucking suits is great. Yeah, I love this.
And then the fact that you're complaining that they're not talked about or they're not even like, you know, in the news itself. It's so funny.
Incredible. They're like, bro, we have been doing all of this stuff and we can't even get on the news. Fantastic. I love seeing Yarukar in the towel. Why does he need a towel? He's just the car.
And anyway, he's wrapped up like a burrito. It's like, it's adorable and so dumb.
It is so unnecessary.
Yeah. And then like, you know, and then the attempts to turn it into an auto monster, the sauna into an auto monster. It is so funny.
It is.
Like it's way too hot because like, yeah, it's like shot.
Yep.
It's so funny.
But yeah, we go back to Taya's place and we get the introduction. I'm Axel Joe, with the police. Technically Akusa Joe, but you know, Axel pun. I love that. I think this is when he's officially introduced.
Yep. Yeah. This is the official,
where we get his name.
Yep, and then we finally get a little bit more on Taya, where it's like he basically came to a great deal of wealth when he was at a young age, and yeah,
Which
that's how
honestly, I feel like we're gonna get like a really sad
Oh,
backstory for later.
exactly, like someone with a calm smile like that and a happy-go-lucky attitude, and will still help people.
Oof,
Yeah, like
we know
we're
what's
waiting.
up here. Yeah, I love that they introduce Cheshiro, and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "The blue one," and he's just so excited. Blue.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then of course, the ISA is like saying, "Oh yeah, well we're taking over. Whatever." It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the Boonboomgers are gonna break up. We'll work with you. We'll work with you, but we're gonna determine our team. We're gonna select the members. Blah blah blah. And I love Vera like me and Chishiro are getting fired.
and what a crank down.
Yeah. Uh and then like even just like the three of them won't be working with us.
Yeah,
We
like
all
yeah,
want to
like
take.
yeah, Axel is actually distraught that they're not helping.
Yep. I love that he's basically like, sorry, the only ones fighting are me and the people that I choose. And it's like, I can't sit still when I hear people screaming.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but it's actually like like a big thing. Like we're actually seeing a lot more about like Taya just helps people. He's just a good dude, which is like it seems flat to some people, but like it's really it's interesting. It's like why do you want to fight? You don't need to. No one chose you to do. No one chose you.
First of all, yeah, but also like, just so we're clear, like no one needs to do anything. I feel like that's always a conceit in like any kind of superhero media.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, you don't have to do anything, but you
Mhm.
choose to do the right thing because that's kind of what he. But also, like, let's be clear, he has this like really kind of like almost vague motivation. I'm sure when we get that backstory, we're gonna be like, and that's why he helps people as we're like crying.
Yeah.
Because I know they're setting it up, okay? They have the, like, fucking dark flashback with Chishiro where he's, like, fucking pointing the fucking blaster at him and stuff. Like, we
Yeah.
know there's some sadness here, probably.
Yeah.
I love the fucking vibe of the sauna monster just showing up and, like, just immediately starting to, like, bake people, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone's got, like, the fucking heavy weather makeup, and it's like, hey, we're gonna go talk to the camera crews.
Yeah.
I
And
love that they do a roll call.
yes. What is it? Yeah, like it's like, hey, we want to be in the news now. We want to be known.
And I love they do a roll call. They have their own vibe. I love that the little fucking VFX that come off the side are like two little shitty cats too. Like,
Yeah.
amazing, fantastic.
Yeah, and then you hear like the like the horn, and it's just the vibes of these guys is great.
It's excellent, but also the fact that like they did their roll call specifically to be on live television.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah. Okay. And so just to go back, because I actually don't know some of the other ones yet. The villains of the other ones, but I do know Car Rangers. But have you heard about like anything about Car Ranger?
No, I know I haven't seen any of the Sentai
Okay.
seasons for the car shows at all.
Okay. So Car Ranger has their villain group. They're just what is it? It's like the driving recklessly crew or something like that. The reason they want to get rid of Earth is because it's in the way of their interplanetary highway.
Fantastic. As always, highways are the root of all evil.
Exactly, and that's the reason why they're fighting for traffic safety. Also, from what I've heard, the Car Rangers are not good people. like,
Oh no.
they are anti-heroes. They are like anti-heroes, like comedically. Like, that's what I've heard. Also, I've seen clips constantly that people keep sending me of apparently Red falls in love with one of the villain generals.
Honestly,
and gets rejected, and it's one of the funniest scenes
honestly,
everyone keeps posting.
mood though. I love that for everyone. I'm here supporting that. I support Nosan and Candelera.
Yes!
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
When that happened, I could not. I was so happy. Like, that was awesome. I love that.
But anyway, I love the ultimatum. Like, you guys can't let them go. Especially you, Officer Joe. And he's like, I can't stop them. And then
Yeah.
and then Boom Boom. You want some curry while we wait?
Yeah, exactly. Like moments like that. That is what this show needs more of because but also what like the actual call for it. Number one, Break is using
The axe.
the axe as a communication device, but it says, "Hey, I need a delivery of the Boonboomgers here." Like
Yep.
I love how he called that. It's great.
No, fantastic. And here's the thing, especially for Annie here, but it's always cool seeing the like, we need you, save us. Like it's cute. It's
Yeah.
wholesome.
Yeah.
I want to know what is up with Break, okay? He's like he has like the brooding bad boy pose in the opening. He's obviously works with Taya in some capacity, but obviously is not a main Boomboomger member, even though he's got the axe changer.
Yeah, he's constantly talking about money always. Like I'm so curious about this.
I need to know.
Yeah, but like I said though, like this with the ISA lady and Bundorio, like the reason why I said I loved Kira Major from the start because despite it being very formulaic monster of the week, kind of like what we're getting right now, is because they had 5 gems, 5 rangers, Picotaro of PPKP fame, all pretty much introduced in the first episode. So that was 11 characters to interact with each other. We pretty much only have had 3 characters to interact with 4 characters to interact with each other until this episode, and now we have 6. And I can't add Break yet because Break just kind of just shows up and leaves for now.
Yeah, we'll add him later. I love this lady's face when she sees Wundario for the first time. She is, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a cool fight. Joe shows up to save the civilians. We get another roll call. The roll call for this is fantastic. I love that they spin around. I love that they rev up. Very cool. Really fun fight in general.
Yeah, like this is what I love about like Monster of the Week fights, where like some dumb stuff happens, like jumping rope and just everything. But as someone pointed out on Twitter, what can these weapons not do? Like they kind of do everything. Like they're really using the horn this episode, so it's really fun.
Yeah. Also, again, I just love how they all have the same weapon and they all use it so differently. I especially just love the fact that Mira holds her like a fucking hammer.
Yeah.
Just fucking smashing through people. I love how, again, Alvajo shows up and he just sees them fighting, and specifically Boon Blue, and he's like, yeah, this shit's awesome. Me too, Joe.
Yeah, and oh man. And I think the only thing that just seems like a little long still is that the chase with Yadakar.
Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing. I feel like maybe that is a mistake. It was cool to see it the one time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one of the things about some of the other series is really seeing the bigification sequence being something nice, short, and sweet. Again. I think the one that probably did it, in my opinion, one of my favorite ones has been the Cure Ranger, the Cure Rouger. The fact that he comes in, he sprinkles the watering can, and it happens. Short, fast, easy. I can't get tired of it because there's not a lot for me to get tired of. Also, real quick, the finisher this time, around the world.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, you mean the human size finisher?
Yes, the human-sized finisher.
Yeah. Also, Mira, basically literally controlling the monster.
Yeah, I don't like the implications of that personally, but Mira is probably not evil enough to use that in a bad way. But yeah, the mech fight is cool. Oh man, just talking about the mech fight here. I love that we've seen that Bundario's apparently given this lady 4 plates of curry by the time he leaves.
Yeah, and then after that, oh man, after that, Chachiro, saying there's more to this, there's more to blissing out than just heating up. It's like, what? You're a sauna guy?
It's yeah, 4 times a week, baby.
Yeah, 3 times a week, and it's
huh? Well, good to know.
Yeah, it's like small things like this that color the characters and like make them take the piss a little bit. It's not even taking piss. It's just coloring them and making them like less one note. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. Like just introduce little dumb things like this over time and it's great. And then we get to see the return of unscrewing the monster's
Yeah,
armor.
which by the way, we have to talk about that a little bit. Second of all, I love that in the that it didn't work the one time because the guy's screws were rusty. That
Yeah.
was a funny method. I love the fact that they are making these designs practical to the fact that they look good as a full monster, but
Yeah.
also that they functionally can be like taken apart. Like those are some cool suits for the bad guys.
Yeah, like yeah, it's really cool. And it actually like kind of like even though what's it called? I forgot how they did it for Dawn Brothers, but like every single one had like the big mask on top. But
Right.
like this one, having them being able to cast it off if they need to is actually really cool. Like
Yep.
despite having the same undersuit all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
But concludes with a deal, and they want to port a monitor, and he's like, I want to work with Joe. And Cheshire's like, oh my god, I knew it. He just wanted to fucking hire this policeman.
yeah, and he's so excited, and and like yeah, he's now the Watcher, and I guess that's the reason why we know he's gonna be in his overalls now.
Yep. Also, I love that I love the fact that he's like, cool, let's celebrate with some curry. And it's like, pretty lady, you still got room for more. And she's like, pretty lady? Like, he called her like One-san. And she's like, me, One-san? I love that. I love that. Incredibly funny.
Yeah, it's great whenever shows just like get to have fun and like just do this kind of stuff that's kind of what I was expecting. Like I said, the only like the thing was that it felt a little restrictive with only having such a small amount of characters to start off with.
Yeah, and it looks like
Yeah.
we're widening up the cast. But again, like, man, it was restrictive for the whole first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I love that they keep adding the little safety stuff to the dance ending. It's very cute. I mean, it's for kids. Every once in a while, though, I thinking about the like car safety stuff, but then like looking at the lyrics for the song when they're like, "Just keep going with a screw loose," and I'm like, "Do not drive your car if there are any screws loose in the car, children. I need you to understand. Do not drive the car if any of the screws are loose." Incredibly excited for next episode. We're obviously getting the police version for the mech. I'd like to have joined the Boonboomgers. You don't have what it takes, and we just get to see like Joe get like beat up and exploded upon.
Yeah. Also, what? Okay. So let me see how obvious the monster of the week is for this week. Oh man. Oh, also, that one pose that shows them all 4 of them, like with the hand up and arm stretched out. I believe that is specifically the Turbo Ranger pose. I think. So like they keep calling back to the old ones. I mean, like I said, during episode 3 or 2 it was.
Yeah, they had all of
someone
them.
pointed out,
The...
yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this is. But yeah, like all I need is what is that? Is that like an African tiki drum type of deal? Or I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what kinds of shenanigans or what new characters they may add, because like I said, that's what a fun show needs. Just need more characters, or just have them interact in different ways, or like pair them up in different ways. Because
yeah, and I'm hoping we'll see more of that, and we'll see kind of how things are going. Yeah, I do love seeing. I love how it's got a different steering wheel for the
Yes.
mechs as well.
Yeah, and it's like
Very
it's like
cool.
I should have realized that it was gonna fold up into the entire like
Weapons.
Yoke.
Yep.
The axe folds up into the yoke that you control he's gonna control his
cars
his cars with. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
I'm
cannot
excited.
wait to see the mech stuff next episode. Yeah, you were saying Average Tiki Drum. I have no idea. The bad guy monster looks like he's based on like shooting darts.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, blow darts.
Blow dart. The thing that I'm more curious about just from this ending is the fact that we see fucking Taya and them like tied up in a chair, like exploding.
Yeah.
And all I don't know. My current dumb theory is like, is this maybe they're setting up something like where he maybe doesn't believe in himself, and it's like, here you go, you could save Taya, but I don't know, no idea.
Yeah, because a lot of this is basically just gonna be like a lot of self confidence from Axel.
Yep. But with that, we've been a little over time, but we had a lot to talk about. And with that, we will see you next week. Later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.